Hi, Russ Gaspard here for week 3 of MGD 1509, and this is my project beta for the meditation game. I did go ahead and make the thought clouds for my guru into a custom object that inherits from a sprite node. So that was an interesting upgrade. I had enough thought clouds appearing on the screen where that seemed like it was worth my time, and that worked out pretty good. I did make a data store class that holds the database of thought clouds and keeps track of other few things on behalf of the whole app. For sprite animation, I went ahead and animated the bird. You can see how nicely animated the bird is, and that is done with a sprite atlas, and there are 9 different images making up the animation. The graphic user interface, you can see, has been enhanced significantly. I've still got the score keeper in the bottom left. It also has a timer counting down in the lower right and the pause button in the upper left. So if I hit the pause button, everything pauses and the thoughts stop coming, and all the touch interaction is disabled. If I have a bird flying across the screen and I hit the pause button, everything freezes. And if I unpause, it continues along its merry way. Visual feedback helps differentiate bad thoughts from the good thoughts when the user pops the thoughts. So if I begin the game, you can see what I mean. If I get rid of these bad or distracting thoughts like friction or stock exchange or evil or roller coaster, then they go away immediately. But if I get rid of a good thought like contentment or aum or focus, you can see that they fade away more slowly. So that's a different visual cue, because we want the reader to be able to actually read what it is that they inadvertently popped that they shouldn't have. So if I pop the word peace above my ninja there, you can see it fade away slowly. Let's take a quick look at our win and lose states. If I begin the game, to win the game I need to get 60 points, and I get 10 points for each time I pop a distracting thought. So it's not going to be hard for me to get up to 60. And there's the win state where I've reached enlightenment. And you can see the timer's about to run out, and now we can see what happens when you lose the game. You get the game over screen and the button to begin again. I did move all my images into the images.x cassettes as advised, but the game seems to resize with no problems on any iOS device, so I'm hoping I'm good there. It was hard to know what to fix when I didn't have anything breaking. But the only issue I had, and I haven't had a chance to address this, doesn't have to do with device size, but in fact frame rate. I have my game highly dependent on the frame rate. And here, when the frame rate on this emulator for the iPad Retina display, it's 6.3 or 6.0 frame rate, then the game is running in slow motion, and that kind of destroys the way the game is supposed to work. So it is playable in every respect with the operating system and the framework handling the aspect ratio well, but I think I'm going to rebuild it, either compensating for the frame rate or using an NS timer instead of putting all my update functions in the frame rate. So that's going to have to be a project for next week. I think everything is well formatted, it's generously commented, and I do have my function stems here in the .h files, and everything I believe is to reasonable spec. So it's coming along nicely. I like the way the game's working out, and look forward to finishing it up next week. Thank you.